What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Rockefellers Radio. This is season 4, episode number 6. Oh, we are fucking spitting them out. Oh, I don't think I bust that many nuts back to back. Oh, for those of you that are joining us, and this is going to be very explicit, so if you're under the age of 18 on Facebook and Instagram, get the fuck off my page. Just giving you a heads up. Today's topic, we will be discussing transsexuals versus transgender, setting the record straight. So hopefully you all will have some input in how things, the things that we discuss on here. Comments, questions are definitely welcome and appreciated. Derogatory, disrespectful comments are not appreciated. So if we do see you talking and, being ignorant, we will ignore you. And you'll probably get blocked or banned from my page. I can't speak for everybody else, but like I said, you're entitled to say what you want, but don't mean that you're going to be, paid any attention to. Without further ado, I'm going ahead and introduce the rest of our people. We have our co-host, Miss Naya Monet.
Greetings and salutations.
Greetings and salutations. She's stuck with that.
Yes.
that's her trademark. They're coming in. Okay. And, of course, the one and only Mr. Dante Harris.
What's going on, peoples?
You trying to be sexy today?
Yeah. No, I'm tired.
You're tired?
We'll talk about it, yeah.
Oh, shit. And it begins.
The beginning of what you been up to.
Okay, well, I just want to go ahead and fall into it. This is how we kick it off.
You forgot your special guest.
We're going to get into it. You started it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Before we move on, because Dante was screaming for attention. When people said it, we'll talk about it. Well, what's wrong, baby?
What you need?
You okay?
Well, Uncle Rock.
Look. I'm going to tell you.
I'm sorry,
don't start your shit.
That was last episode, my bad.
A wrong episode.
Yeah.
Gay family values.
Wrong hole, fool. So, we do have a very special guest that's going to be joining us today. So glad that he was able to be part of this topic in the show. I remember talking to him about it before we did. I said, you know what? You in town. This is fucking perfect. You know what I'm saying? For you to have it on it. So, goes by the name of Cheno. What's up, Cheno?
What's going on?
So give us the full name real quick. So how can people know how to dress you? Cheno, what's the full? Because I see a long ass name on your page. So, I'm like, what?
Yeah, my name is pretty long, but in the scene, everybody call me Cheno Balenciaga.
Cheno Balenciaga. Cheno Balenciaga. El Italiano.
Yeah, my name is pretty long. Yeah, I know.
What they say, you got long names. Doesn't fall far from the tree of everything else. Long
I am a
Stockholm.
god. I am the melanated god. So,
Oh shit.
Yeah, that is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there people popping up on the side over there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So we got our introduction. Okay. Just had a wandering person in the background, but he's kind of busy and occupied. Don't want to be put out there. Oh, it's okay, Sergio. But he's just kind of watching everything that's going on, and he may chime in and out.
I don't care if the girls need their hair braided. Please contact me on Facebook.
It's just a jack of all fucking trades.
Okay, well,
You
do that
great.
Wait, we just gonna do a plugger real quick like that. Just throw that.
I do hair and braids, by the way, in case
Right. You do lace fronts and quick weave?
everything.
Sergio's talented as fuck.
You do man weaves?
Yes, I do. I do it on myself, honey.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was she was trying to come for you.
No, see, did you go being mad?
And if the girls need spontaneous gowns made,
Oh,
You got them.
Gowns and
Suits.
So cat suits and bodysuit?
yes.
Oh.
See, now you've been messy.
because I was just trying to be a little, just
No.
Yeah, you
no.
can't sprinkle no fairy dust.
No, yeah.
Either you gonna sprinkle it or
Yeah, you ain't. Leave Tink at home or bring the bitch on out.
and
Well,
the
take
bodysuit.
your tip, baby. Is you making cat suits, bodysuits, leotards?
Well, in the cat suit and the bodysuit, the same thing.
Oh, we don't know. That was a debate that we.
They're not. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
That's another topic.
that was another topic. Yes, we're
Baby.
gonna have to do that one day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cat suits, bodysuits, and leotards.
Well,
Oh
we
my!
can have Dior Couture on.
But Dill Couture gonna have to join that show
Yeah,
because he specializes. He knows his shit,
he gonna tell us the difference.
or tell the ones that don't understand.
Yeah.
There's a historical difference.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not a historian, so I would never step to him on that.
Me neither.
I couldn't. It's just like I don't know shit about fucking material. I'd be like, you ask me about a fucking porno, I'll tell you every fucking thing. You ask me shit about law enforcement, I can tell you about that. You ask me about a pattern, yeah, I couldn't tell you shit.
You know about LGBTQIA+.
I know my alphabets. And that ain't the order it goes in. I'm just saying.
The alphabet babies.
Yeah.
LGBTQ.
You had a bowl of alphabet soup and you were trying
We try to
sell
sort that
stuff
shit out.
inside the goddamn bowl and
Stop
shit.
playing with your damn food.
Because even we are over it. We're over it.
Your auntie on there, she says, "Hello world."
Where?
I think on Facebook.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She right there.
So we multitasking.
Hello world.
Oh, hey, what's going on, Miss T? So yes, getting back into it. Sedante. As we begin our show, we always like to do our "What have you been up to?" Why don't you kick it off? Because you said you had to tell me about it. I'm assuming it had to.
Oh well, no, I was waiting on you.
No,
Yeah, how was your holiday?
y'all go first.
Oh, my holiday was. I'm drained.
It's a good drain or a bad drain?
It was a good drain. I had a good time with my family for the holidays. For the last couple of days, spent New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I'm a New Year's. Damn.
You moving ahead?
Damn, I'm in the future.
You trying to tell us something?
You in a hurry, motherfucker?
I'm over it already. I'm over it. That's
He went through the Stargate last night.
damn. Yeah, my mind went through the side. You right. I thought it was Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I spent with my family. That's how you know I'm exhausted. Shit.
Yo, hold me ahead.
Damn.
Anything interesting happen? Like,
No, we just spent some time together playing games, drinking, more drinking. That's all, yeah.
is that why you didn't want to do too much drinking?
Yeah,
today?
I told
No
Rock.
John Basil today?
No.
No.
Oh!
Yeah, he ain't fucking with John today.
Oh,
Listen.
John finna write a grievance on you, baby.
That's fine.
He
Sexual harassment.
he's still
in the
wondering.
workplace.
He gazed over a couple times.
That's fine.
He thought about it.
That's fine.
He thought about
I
it.
cheated on him this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, Milagro.
Is that another black owned?
Milagro, she is. She is.
Really?
She is.
Is that what is that? What is
I
that?
forgot that you're
For
open
tequila.
to
Oh, another.
Yeah, I'm open to all. Yes, I am pansexual. I try everything.
I keep forgetting that. Because he said John, then he said she. So I was like, oh, I forgot he lied.
Oh,
Yeah,
so it's a girl.
Milagro is a she.
Milagro is the she and John.
John's
he.
a guy.
John
Okay.
Bezos guy. Yeah.
Okay.
So he cheated on John with her.
Yeah.
But he's going to go back to him.
Probably be doing the show. I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm gonna see him next weekend. He got his time.
Oh, y'all scheduled.
They have to share me.
He gonna see his ass in like 10 minutes. First break we take, he gonna reach for that fucking bottle.
When I tell you, I'm done.
Look, when he came, right, I was telling him I was like fixing drinks. He was just like, "Nah, I'm good. I didn't drink enough." And as I'm sitting mixing the drink, he said, "You know what? Go fix me one of them cocktails." I just looked up.
Because Rock makes some good cocktails.
He does.
You know?
Thank you.
Very heavy-handed.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Let me get one out.
Not that heavy-handed.
Ricky
No.
Rose.
Yeah, from Club Escape.
Oh. Jesus, he was trying to make a motherfucking liver cut off.
I ain't that heavy-handed. That motherfucker. I'm surprised the fucking liquor authorities that came up and that motherfucker, he poured drinks. I was like, bro, I gotta drive. Tomorrow, you be alright. What? Nigga, give me a bottle of juice. I'll mix my own fucking drinks. I don't need your damn help. The hell? Just shouldn't be legal at all. Fuck. Oh my God. Miss Monet,
Yeah.
how the fuck are you doing? What have you been up to?
Ooh, where do I start?
You can start at the beginning and work your way backwards.
Nah.
Whatever's fresh in your head.
She was born and then.
Not that far.
Oh,
damn.
One thing's for sure, two things for certain. I hate this fucking city. I can say that. $320 later, I hate this fucking city.
Yeah.
So much.
Really?
And it took 60 seconds.
To do all that.
Yes, I'm so over it. But
Did they say why they told him?
no, because down there the signs is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Right.
So there's no parking, even though you pay for parking.
So you thought.
I paid for parking,
And then,
but I was walking to the car at 4:01.
so you weren't in the car at 4 o'clock?
No.
Yeah, sorry. This city is petty as fuck, bro. I thought New York was petty. Chicago is a fucking trip when it comes to parking.
They was plotting on you.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, yeah.
They was watching
They
you.
saw her walk in and was sitting there with a stopwatch.
Yeah.
This bitch don't come back out at 4 o'clock. We cooking that shit up.
Exactly.
Oh, don't worry about it. They must have been around the corner. That's okay, though.
They was waiting.
They said she got 20 seconds.
You know they do that though. Because I know this because when I was a cop in Atlanta, I saw them doing it. They would be sitting on the lot waiting for you to park on the lot and go somewhere else. And truck pull up, hook it up. I can't say shit.
Well, they must have seen me go in the restaurant and come back out.
See.
That wasn't in there a full 30 minutes.
Oh my God, sorry you had to go through that.
Yeah, but outside of that, I am 10 hours away from surgery.
Your surgery, yeah. What time is it?
I gotta be there at 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
Surgery is at 8, but it's the preparation and they gotta do markings with the permanent marker and the IV. And
She's going on a show on Nip Tuck, y'all. She getting a Nip Tuck done.
I'm definitely getting a nip.
Getting a Nip Tuck.
She's getting a nipple and a tuck.
That's fine. But
So
I'm
you-
nervous though.
I was say I was thinking that yesterday when we were talking, I'm like, oh my God, she looks so fucking nervous.
I am. I'm sweating right now. Just talking about it.
You good? You are good. I think you're gonna be in good hands, and of course, God is looking over you.
Yes.
Amen.
You definitely gonna be all right. Gotta protect all his children.
Y'all.
Can I get amen?
Amen.
All right, let's get back X-rated again, shall we? Oh, well, you're our guest before I go. What the fuck you been up to? What's been going on with you?
Man, listen, I'm a lot. I've been traveling. I recently just stepped foot in the pageant scene for the first time. It was interesting. I learned a lot of different things from different people.
What did you do?
I am already walking balls, so it was different.
Mm-hmm.
I had some guidance, but other than that, I just been traveling and seeing the world and working. That's it. That's what it's all about. You get to a certain age, it's enjoy yourself.
Preach.
Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself.
Treat
I've
yourself.
been ripping and
Doing
running.
it.
Yeah.
Somebody was just joking with saying they're ripping and running. Give your age when you say that. Somebody said ripping and running. What's that? It's what it said. Ripping and running. The fuck?
Take your shit. Get back to it.
Okay.
That's not being important.
I don't know. Fuck. I just see a bunch of fingers pointing. So I'm trying to figure out.
Bring the plane in.
Yeah. You're like you fucking a flight attendant for first. The exits on the front, side, and the back.
Or like the girls do on the show.
Okay.
She's waving her hands around. Well,
Pull it into the gate.
I've had an interesting past few days,
To say the least.
to say the least.
Say more.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. You had some models in town, didn't you?
Oh, yes. Let's start from the positive and work our way down to the negative, shall
Oh.
Oh. There's negatives.
we? Of course. Of course.
Oh.
Every night. So, as y'all know, they joined us on the, well, you have to, when you get a chance to peep the episodes that we did, open mic episode, Fredo Bangs and Playboy Gemini, two of the Rock Sports models, were in town 4 week for filming. We got a lot of filming done, and them in general, they're a couple, but they are like one of the coolest group of people that I've ever had to work with. And not only that, they show the loyalty and commitment to the brand, not just the brand, but just to me in general as a friend. You know what I'm saying? They don't complain about anything. They're easy and fun to be around. And they come in and they do what they're supposed to do. So, and they had a chance, to interact with my friends' friends, going to the parties. They were celebrating their birthdays. We had a thing set up on Thursday night at Club Escape. It was fun. We all had a good time. And that was my thing. I wanted to make sure they had a good time. And going into that, I always try to make sure that, because people that know me, that've been around me, like, I think I have a pretty decent sized heart. I think I'm a very giving person. Sometimes I think I give too much, and I don't really expect anything after that. So, I'm sorry? Oh. Well, I don't ever really expect anything. And, we kind of talked about this a little bit in one of our episodes. You should go back and check it out. Users. I think it was episode 2? 2 or 3.
So you kind of spoke that into existence.
No. Don't do that.
Yeah.
You did.
I didn't speak it. Maybe I was expecting it. I didn't purposely try to speak that word, because we never try to speak bad things into existence.
They just happened.
It just happened.
Yeah.
But
it just so happened.
It just so unfortunately fucking happened. But
Happened.
it's a good thing I'm always prepared for the what ifs sometime. So, I'm blessed to have a very, very nice, spacious home, and a good friend of mine. So I thought at the time, I said, yeah, I'm looking to rent out a room, or whatever. You can get it for a certain amount. And this person jumped in and took it, became a roommate. Everything was cool, right? There was no problems during the time as far as being in the same space as this person. Now, fast forwarding, normally when you are dealing with something, or if there's an issue with a person, especially if they're a roommate, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all talk about it, or they tell you, right? I'm an open book. This person knows they can come and talk to me about anything. They come and talk to me about everything else. So we went out to dinner Saturday. Mm-hmm. All right. The Bay invited us out to this restaurant, and we had food. Right?
Oh.
So
The Bay. You heard them.
I need y'all to get a broom and mop.
I'm checking my.
Y'all making a mess all over the floor.
What she say? That's not your baby. That's my baby.
That's
the baby.
I just thought on what he said. But so we went so while we were at dinner, the person was supposed to come with us to dinner, right? And not to mention, they had the chance to probably get a job to work at this restaurant. So they turned it down. Basically, they turned it down to me. That's what it felt like. And so we got back to my place. We coming in, dropping out the food, putting the leftovers and stuff in the fridge and shit like that, right? So I do the thing I normally do when I come home. I check the place. Ain't nobody been here, but I didn't set the alarm or no shit. So as I walked by, I saw the back door was unlocked. Now, y'all know me. I don't leave no fucking back doors unlocked. I don't give a fuck if there is, because there's a second door that's secure, but I still lock the back door. I'm like, okay, this is weird. Maybe this person's outside smoking, because they didn't like smoking weed in the house, which I don't give a fuck. I mean, because I do it if I'm smoking with friends. So I go, this ain't funny. I'm trying to be serious, but it's funny.
This ain't funny.
This shit is not funny.
I go back, but I could.
You can laugh about it.
He knows. That's why his ass laughed.
You laugh to keep from crying.
Right. So I go to the back before I get to my bedroom, and I see this door crack to the middle bedroom. I'm like, okay, why lights on? Push the door open. This bitch is empty. This fucking room is empty. I tell you, when I walked in, I was like, the Mexicans are like, what the fuck? That's what I did. I said, what the fuck? I was like, There was no pictures on the wall. There was no Jesus picture. It was a Jesus picture on the wall. A gift that I got this person for the birthday was sitting on the stand. Mike, this is not somebody like. It's not like a lover thing. This is a friend.
They left the gift.
They left the gift. They left a $300 gift sitting on the stand. Right.
Oh.
But they only left one gift.
How many gifts they had?
Oh.
2. One from me and one from another friend.
But they left your gift.
They left my gift.
Also, they basically said, fuck you.
Basically, yeah. So many words.
Because in my head, when I first heard the story, I was like, okay, the door thing, that might have been a little fluke, right? Because they're not all there, right?
Yeah.
And so...
Somebody knows.
But that gift that you gave them,
Yeah. So I was like, still slight disbelief, even though there was enough that said that this. But I was like, well, maybe they just moving some shit around back, deniability. So I opened the closet. Everything's going out the closet. Everything was going out the closet. Mind you, there was no phone call, which I would have appreciated. There was no phone call, no text, no post. You could have gotten on social media and made a post and said some outlandish shit.
Fuck that nigga.
I'd have accepted that. And I'm sorry, Cheno.
First of all, you was talking to the nigga before we left. Fuck a phone call.
Yeah,
Bitch,
yeah,
man the
yeah.
fuck
That
up and say what the fuck you need to say and mean what you say.
Right.
But
Okay.
if you was that much of a good friend to me as I was to you when I let you move in my space
Mm-hmm.
and just leave like that,
Mm-hmm.
that's a fucking problem.
It is a problem. No
He
doubt.
felt like he couldn't talk to Rob.
You get, bruh, I need to talk to you for a
Why
second.
not?
It's important.
When-
Something.
His bae was trying to help him succeed and better himself in life, and he putting himself on the line, right, to get a job, making
Right.
more than what the fuck you was making,
Yeah.
picking chicken.
He's very on it.
Yeah.
A lot more, because I'm so possessed the whole time.
But see, I'm gonna tell people because I know a lot of people probably question or wonder why I would say something both on my podcast and social media. If anybody knows me, I'm a realist. Now, there are so many ways that I could put a person out there and just dog a person out. I'm an Aquarius. If I want to dog you out, I will make you feel like that you should not exist without putting my hands on you. That was an option, but I'm not like that. And this person knows I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? Which I kind of feel a little taken advantage of because they know that I'm like that. I'm not that kind of person to resort to violence unless I need to. Is that why you looking at me?
Christian. He said your tag.
Oh. Text? Oh. Huh? Oh. Your Chris? Oh. I have to look it up on my.
What is
Yeah. So I just I don't have a problem speaking or voicing situations like that on social media because I think it's something that people should be aware of. It goes back to one of the episodes we talked about users and people that take advantage of you. That's what that feels like. You know what I'm saying?
So how do you feel that this is transpired?
Honestly,
Raw
honesty, I'm hurt. I'm angry. I was a little sad. I'm frustrated.
That's a lot to unpack.
I'm mad. It's a lot, yeah. And look, be honest, and I've told people like, I have struggled, with PTSD, dissociative disorder. I have my mental problems, you know what I'm saying? But being surrounded by people that support me, and sorry, my phone's ringing. People that support me, support system and things that go on, I've dealt with it like for about 4 or 5 years. So when people do things like that, it can be triggering. You know what I'm saying? Because now I have to see how I'm going to deal with that mentally. And the way that I've been handling it mentally is, I think, pretty cool so far. I've texted this person, finally responded, not getting the response that I want. I ain't gonna say need, because I don't need shit from nobody. But what I think that should come is some type of explanation. I would like an explanation. I don't need an explanation.
You're not gonna give one.
Of course not. No, not everybody's like that, but at the same time, when you put yourself out there versus helping with jobs, putting a nice roof over your head, because not to brag, but I live in a pretty decent area in Chicago. Tell me where you're gonna go in this city, even on this block, and pay as less that you had to pay to live here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, if this person's watching and listening, I'm cool with that. I don't give a shit. I'm going to say what I have to say on social media because I'm entitled to do that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like I don't get on there and post shit. You'd actually have to go back and watch the video, listen to it, and I'm okay because I want you to know this. You're not responding to text, so if you listen to the show, you go back and watch the live. That's cool. You should know what you did. It shouldn't be a thing where, like, a lot of people get on social media, fights, talk about meet me here. I'm gonna do this and do that. I'm not doing that. I'm telling a story that you are a part of, and being very nice by not even mentioning your name. And I'm just saying, I think it's a really fucked up thing to do. I hope people don't do that and take advantage of somebody. I know somebody, I don't know them, but I saw a post, somebody went through the same thing where they helped somebody with a place and shit just fell apart. And this person tore up their place. Now, if that would have happened, yes, I would have been calling names on fucking social media and driving around this fucking city looking for them. But I appreciate that person left, the way they came. Well, then again, looking back at the cameras, I don't know how they fucking left. Look, one of my good friends, Zoom, says, say the name. I'm not saying the name, Zoom. I was just, it was, because I go back and look through the cameras, the door's unlocked, the window bedroom is unlocked. When you go back and look at the alerts for the cameras, mm-hmm. It shows your hallway motion, living room motion, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck? I look on the doorbell camera, nothing was on the doorbell camera. Excuse me, it was just a mystery. I'm like, where the fuck? Because I saw us when we came in back from the dinner. I saw that. I saw it before we left, mm-hmm. But I didn't see
in between.
Yeah, there was nothing in between. And I'm like, you know what?
Like literally nothing.
I'm going to have to go back, and I still haven't done it. I'm going to go on my laptop. Sometimes you can be a little bit more precise when you're looking at the camera. I'm like, did this nigga go out the bedroom window?
I think so. He showed it to me. We were sitting down talking, and he was like, I just need you to look at this because I'm missing something. Like literally it's a 2-hour span. So for a 2-hour time span, literally, it's like, you got the notification that there was movement, mm-hmm. but there was no video. Right. Like the person didn't even exist. But all of the signs were there that the person left. Because they left keys. They left the window open. All of their personal belongings were gone. They left the gift. The door was unlocked. You had to leave the door unlocked because you left the keys.
That motherfucker said I never existed. I was never here.
Yeah. So my question to you is, so moving forward, how do you feel and how do you handle future situations if it ever gets to that point?
Honestly, Naya, he said it best. It'll there you have it. It'll never get to that point again.
Ladies and gentlemen, show over with.
Show over, right? It'll never get to that point again because I think we've all been down that road, like right when you feel you have that trust in certain people, mm-hmm. and then they do something that just show their true colors and who they are as a person. And it doesn't take my trust away from those that I do trust because I treat everyone differently. Right. I've never been that type of person. Because I went through this, all you motherfuckers fall in the category. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because Dante's never done anything to make me think that. Cheno's never done anything to think that. You, of all people, known you for years, have never done it.
We just watched the video.
You ever do anything like that, I'm going to tell you right now, I'll kill you. I'm just like, what? You for the color purple?
Until you do right by me, everything that you touch is going to crumble.
You know what's crazy is because I was in a similar situation, but it's kind of like a little bit on the opposite.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not gonna speak too much on it, but it was kind of the opposite, which is so crazy. I had a friend, right?
Oh my god.
I mean, we talking about it, so let's talk about it.
I said, what the fuck is so?
And so I'll say this. Okay, I grew up. My grandmother owned the building where I live. Right.
Let's get to the main part.
I mean, I'm gonna get to that, but I just want to throw this out there for context, right?
Okay.
My grandmother owned the building where I live. I had a 3-bedroom apartment. I paid basically nothing. Okay, I had a friend express the need for to have a roommate, and so I took them up on that, and I'm just gonna fast forward through all the bullshit because there's a lot of bullshit. There was a lot of bullshit I can speak on, but I'm not gonna get too much into it. But at the end, they hurt me.
Right.
For whatever reason, which they never expressed, but they hurt me. Right. And, I ended up leaving because they wanted me gone. They blamed it on somebody else and said, oh, this person wants you gone. And actually it was so crazy, because me and the other individual who we had not prior had really too much of a connection. After that, I felt like it brought us closer together because we had a conversation after a misunderstanding. We had a conversation after the misunderstanding because we're adults and we talk, right? And so, after that, we got so much closer together. So, there's a benefit to the bullshit. There's a benefit to the bullshit, but, like I said, it's a little bit opposite of that because I was moving into someone else's home to help them, right? Because they needed assistance. And so when when we came to the conclusion, like, this is not working out, I gotta go, that's fine. They made up lies and BS to, get me to leave, which is cool. But, at the end of the day, I gave up a 3-bedroom apartment.
To be there.
Exactly. Where I was paying little to nothing. I had a living room, a dining room, a full kitchen, an enclosed back porch, an outside back porch with a patio. All right. And I paid little to nothing. All right.
Kind of makes you regret it.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
I'm going to cut you off. So the people that are on Facebook Live, what we're going to do is I'm going to stop it for y'all, and then we'll start back up, and I'm going to wait till we get ready to take this break real quick. So when we come back, we'll finish up our discussion here, and then guess what? It's time for Mad Libs. When we come back, we're going to jump into a Mad Lib. Hopefully y'all will be willing to participate. Facebook, I'm going to get y'all situated. Instagram, y'all good. Be right back. This is Rockefeller's Radio, Season 4, Episode 6, Transsexuals versus Transgenders. Let's set the record straight. We'll be right back. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Rockefeller's Radio. If you are joining us, we are going to be discussing transsexual versus transgender, setting the record straight. Before we jump into it, like we were sitting there discussing like cartoon. Well, first we were discussing my dessert, but we were talking about cat dog.
What's dessert?
Right. We was discussing your
You
dessert.
just can't say dessert. It's just
I sure can. Now, cat dog. I'm just playing. So yeah, the dessert is what I made on Thanksgiving for everybody. You know, it's the triple. It originally started as a triple chocolate trifle. Then, after Best Friend and everybody's had it, they renamed it, called a trifling trifle. So,
it's a triple trifle.
A triple trifling trifle. So yeah, excuse me for making good shit.
And in short, it's T3.
It's T3, so it's T3.
The triple trifling truffle.
And now, mind you, someone did ask, can he make it in a edible form?
I sure the fuck did.
Yes, and it's absolutely possible.
It is very possible.
It's very possible.
Yes.
And
So,
Let me taste
especially with being with cake being one of the foundations, because
yes,
you can
right.
put it in the cake,
Yeah.
and do it that way.
So yes, T3 coming to chefs near you. Basically.
Yeah, be on the lookout.
But you can place your orders, and when I tell you it's trifling, oh baby. Anybody that's on IG that has had Mr. Rockefeller's triple trifling truffle, Please let the rest of the people know. Set the record straight, man. We got videos to prove it.
Yeah, I did post a couple things.
Now, for the people who have sugar diabetes and stuff, I heard you can only eat 2 spoonfuls.
Yeah,
at
that's
a
Yeah,
time.
yeah, I will. Yeah.
So,
Thank you
other
for
than
this.
me, I'm gonna only eat 2 spoonfuls.
Thank you for the
Put that
disclaimer.
shit in the refrigerator, and
That's-
day after next, I'm gonna have 2 more.
I'm gonna need to put. He made a good point. He made a point. I'm gonna have to put a sticker on there.
A disclaimer.
Warning.
Yeah,
A little
'cause you don't wanna get
disclaimer.
sued. You don't wanna
Right.
get sued.
Warning.
Yeah.
Warning.
2 spoons.
If you
at
are
a time.
diabetic, please do not eat the entire bowl.
Cause your sugar will be high.
Especially if you're wearing one of those monitors.
Yeah, that shit gonna keep going out.
This shit gonna go from fucking. So
Shit.
somebody said something on Instagram.
Yeah, that was an accent. My shout out to my work husband.
Okay. All right. Big shout out from Rockefeller's Radio, myself and the rest of the table, to your favorite daddy. He said he's willing to risk it.
He is.
Oh.
Risk it all for that.
He's a diabetic, so he has to watch what he eats.
Just
he
have
will risk it.
the medicine, the insulin next to you.
I'm gonna eat 2 spoons.
Sir, it
What's
is
up,
good.
Tony? Tony C.J. Rogers Valentino, Mr. Roy Chris, my girl Leslie Morris. That's somebody from back in my hometown, St. Louis.
Go ahead, say
Yeah,
good.
she represents the
The Louis.
STL. That's my girl.
Oh, okay.
Rams.
Yes, oh, fuck the Rams.
I'm just saying,
Oh.
you know, it's not they. Listen, I ain't gonna.
They made them bitches a
always,
stadium and they left after they won the Super Bowl.
It's always gonna be St. Louis Rams for me. I'm sorry. Me
I'm with you.
personally,
Yeah.
Rocking the Lakers.
that's because Kobe
That's a basketball
Bryant is the
team.
GOAT. Kobe Bryant. It's just the Kobe Bryant.
So-
Don't get it twisted.
Where you from, sir?
I'm from here.
You from Chicago? Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Kobe Bryant is the GOAT. He's
Okay.
underneath Michael Jordan.
He's real aggressive.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
the people.
He
trying to
said,
test-
"Yeah."
Yeah. Cause people trying to test my gangster because I have on a Lakers jersey. It's the Black Mamba.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You know, he
Definitely.
took orders from MJ. He respected Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
He was under his wing, so of course I'm a Bryant
Represent.
fan.
You're right
A
on.
basketball player, not the team. Just like Allen Iverson. He's a GOAT too.
Mhm.
I respect him. 76. I have his jersey too. But
Okay,
I have
okay.
about 10 Jordan jerseys. I am a Jordan Pippen and Rodney fan.
Scottie Pippen.
Okay.
And even
Oh, yeah.
Tony Kukoc, I have one of his jerseys.
Oh wow.
You do know that
Yeah.
Rams is football and the Lakers is basketball.
I'm not,
Oh,
I mean,
because
I'm not that slow.
I'm just saying because you said something to him like you got on the Lakers. I'm like, yeah, but that's
Yeah,
basketball.
but I'm a diehard Bears.
If you did-
But he just clarified because it's not the team; it's actually the player. That's why I made that
The
reference.
player.
In reference to what?
He
The
don't
Rams.
like, yeah, but he don't like.
I'm not a
the
Lakers
full,
fan.
Right, he's not the
Yeah.
full team, just the one
I'm
player.
diehard
Oh, that's fine.
Chicago, everything.
Because I'm
Just like there's a difference between the Sox and the Bulls.
The Sox and the Cubs.
Bet too.
Yeah.
I think you messed up anyway. He messed up
Southside.
too. She said that too.
Southside.
That's a little cat dog thing right
You made him funny.
I made it funny.
Yeah.
So sorry, I had to drink a little bit. On that note, we gotta jump into Mad Libs.
Oh yeah.
We gotta do our Mad Libs before we jump into our topic. So we're gonna do the Mad Libs, and then after we do the Mad Libs, take a short break, and then come back in and jump right on topic. Cool.
You want to do the review? Adverbs?
Yeah, we should do the review since we are broadcasting as well now today on Facebook Live. But all of our listeners that have been following the podcast up to this point and listen to it from Apple Music and Spotify already know how Mad Libs work. But for those of you that are just now joining in, we're going to go ahead and break it down for you so that way in case you're all a little lost. We know it's been a while since you all been in school and we tend to forget what adjectives and pronouns and shit are. You know what the fuck that was?
You talking shit?
I'm
That
just
too.
sick as fuck.
And Mad Libs actually show a little bit of shade when they give the directions, and these are the Mad Libs quick review. In case you have forgotten what adjectives, adverbs, and nouns and verbs are, here's a quick review. You ready?
Yes.
An adjective describes something or somebody. Lumpy, soft, ugly, messy, and short are considered adjectives. Messy. That's an adjective, just in case
They
y'all
threw
didn't know.
messy in there.
You're messy.
They did.
Oh baby.
An adverb tells how something is done. It modifies a verb and usually ends in ly. Modestly, stupidly, freely, carefully,
Softly.
softly,
Wettily.
That's not a word.
Oh.
I don't need you to talk like that again.
Oh.
People know you're very intelligent. We don't want to ruin it.
Certified
It's-
life coach.
I just had to throw it out
Certified
there.
life coach.
No, I'm sorry. It's a certified master.
Master life coach.
Yes.
I just had to throw it out there for the people who was thinking.
I'm gonna need you to
I
pick
just
it up
said
and
it.
put that shit back where it
So wettily is not a
it's,
word.
it's not a word.
Okay.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. A noun is the name of a person, place, or thing. Sidewalk, umbrella, bridle, bathtub, and nose are considered nouns. Right?
Okay.
Got it? Not wettily.
Not wettily.
Okay.
So does homosexual count? Because that's describing a person.
That is an adjective.
You said hobo?
Homosexual.
Hobo.
Oh,
I mean,
It could be. Yeah, it could be.
It could be a noun. This
It could be a noun as
homosexual.
well.
This homosexual right here.
Yeah.
But that's
homosexual.
homosexual is a whole different
Oh, you said
thing.
hobo.
Homosexual.
Oh.
They only sexual to have a place to stay.
Yeah.
But we clearly ran to a couple of the homosexuals. But moving on, it says a verb. I can't say their names.
Well,
verb.
now they're a
Stop it.
Okay. Oh.
Get you. I'm gonna put a muscle.
Messy.
I'm
See,
a-
that's the
Messy.
messy.
I'm about to get a muzzle for his ass. Duct tape ain't gonna work.
And he ain't even had no John.
A verb
Not today.
is an action word. Run, pitch, jump, swim, fuck, come.
You love those two words.
I do. It's like one of my
Fucking
favorite
come.
words. I told them this is
Cream,
explicit.
Squirt.
Oh.
Have you done this before?
Maybe.
Oh, jeez.
He
You gotta watch out when we do this.
He said, "Don't forget about the vaginas now."
If you're under the age of 18, I need you to log out right now. It's
okay.
about to get a little nasty.
This is why I don't like heterosexuals.
This is Rockefeller Radio. We are always
I'm
nasty.
telling you, there's no filters on this motherfucker. So when we ask for a place, we mean any sort of place. A country.
Vagina. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. It's a place.
A country.
Some people live in it. Oh,
Nobody lives in a vagina. Unless you're
Cheno?
unless people,
Listen, I heard stories about niggas that fell in and they saw other niggas in
not they dapped up. They dapped up in the vagina.
Shit, I heard the shit about asses too. I heard niggas that fell in them bitches and saw other niggas in there too dapping each other up.
that
I'm like, God damn, that's fucked up.
that would be any sort of place.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Hey,
That sort of place. Well, it specifies country or city, so it can't be an ass or vagina.
Okay.
Or room. Well, that could be a room, but you have to specify a bathroom or kitchen. Right. An exclamation or silly word is any sort of funny sound, gasp, grunt, outcry like wow, ouch, womp,
Bitch.
ick.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
shit whore.
Shit hard. Yeah.
Okay.
You motherfuckers got Tourette's.
I was thinking that.
Let me find out something. When we ask for specific words like a color, a number, an animal, or part of the body, we mean
Cat
a word that is of those things like 7, blue, horse, or head. Okay? I mean, you can say other stuff like coochie, dick, ass, and stuff like
Oh, okay. Because I was like.
that. When we ask for a plural, it means more than one. For example, cat pluralized as cats.
Pussies.
Pussies, yes. Right.
There's more than one.
More than one. Jeez Louise. Yes. Miss you too. Make sure I know you're gonna enjoy the movie Color Purple we just saw yesterday. You ready, Miss Monet?
I'm ready.
Okay. So Miss Monet is going to let us know what she needs, and then we're going to take a couple of words from either Facebook, Instagram, or our panel here at the table.
And if y'all take too long,
We're gonna pick it for you. Shall we begin with the first one?
We shall. So I need a adjective and a number.
If someone can give us an adjective and a number,
Your
we'll give you like 6 seconds or something like that. An adjective and a number. I already got one in my head.
69.
Oh God.
Yeah.
But we're waiting for the audience first.
See, if they get it, then we'll go ahead and let the audience pick it. So if y'all can give us an adjective and a number, if not, we'll help you and just do it ourselves because we can do that too. Okay, what's the adjective, Dante?
You know, my favorite adjective is juicy. Cause who don't like a big juicy booty?
I ain't lying too. I like some rhino legs with a booty so fat. So
That's I think it's that. Number will be 69 for 500, Alex.
Geographical location.
Geographical location. You do know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It depends on who's.
Yeah.
I was gonna say pussy. No,
That's not a geographical location.
Says who?
Grand Canyon. The hood.
The hood.
The hood.
The hood.
The hood.
Explanation.
Explanation?
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Gasp.
Wow.
We keep it simple.
Yeah.
Number and an adjective. Well, 2 adjectives and 1 number.
6.
The audience.
Anybody want to give us an adjective out there in the Facebook and Instagram live? I would say funky. You know, that's my favorite word. Not that I'm into that shit.
You funky bitch.
Funky bitch.
I need another adjective and then now a plural noun.
Another adjective. Green. Give us a noun. You said what kind of noun?
Plural.
Plural noun. Dicks. Why not?
Adverb.
Could say penises. Running. Ooh.
If your dick
Adjective.
is running.
Give us an adjective. Can somebody give us an adjective, please?
Right. The people not active
Y'all not
today.
participating. Y'all must be waiting on the
Tom.
adjective.
Hmm?
Actually, no, it needs to be a description.
Oh shit.
Somebody said Lulu or short. Ratchet.
For an adjective, raggedy. That's good.
Raggedy.
I need a person in the room.
Dante.
What?
Dante's back on the script.
Back on the script once again.
A noun, a plural noun. Well, 2 nouns, a plural noun, and an adjective.
We need a noun. Is a noun the first one?
Yes.
Outside. No. Change that. Hammer. Got Dante. Dante name is. We'll do it regular. I don't know whatever's gonna happen. I don't think a jackhammer's gonna be good.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
A plural noun.
Breastises.
Breasts.
Plural.
Breastises ain't a
with an
word.
S. So breast
Okay.
with an
Okay.
S.
So not,
Somebody said tree. Well, trees.
So tree.
For now, yeah.
Adjective.
Adjective. We need an adjective.
leaking.
Person, place, or thing.
Somebody said women.
Titties.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of adverb.
Men. Oh, that's person. Men.
Adjective.
Yeah.
That's 2 easy serial killers.
Oh, damn.
Huh?
Yeah.
Hey,
It's a description.
Yeah.
Or serial.
Hey, listen,
Another person in the room.
Hey, Cheno.
Ah! Fantastic.
All right. Okay, here we go, y'all. We've come to the end of getting the words together. Hopefully, Miss Monet will make it through this and flow through the story. What's the title of this one?
Quick quiz.
Title of this Mad Lib today is called Quick Quiz. You may begin.
Quick quiz. Who am I? I am a juicy American. I was born 69 years ago in the hood. When my father first saw me, he said, Wow. I am 6 feet tall. I have funky brown eyes and a green complexion.
Damn.
My hobby is collecting dicks.
Oh.
I always
Oh.
speak running, and I have made several ratchet motion pictures. I am married to Dante,
Oh my god.
the well-known Hollywood hammer. I have given away thousands of breasts to charity. My most prominent physical characteristics are my serial killer, nose, and my large tree. Who am I? I am Cheno.
I am Cheno. A tree trunk speaks volumes.
So Cheno out here collecting dicks and giving away breasts.
Somebody said, "What the fuck, the Grinch?"
Yeah, I'm chopping off dicks, goddamn it, and putting them in the box.
And passing out breastises for free.
It started out with I am juicy.
Right.
Cheno is juicy.
Hey, look, you gotta be too something to do something. That's what they tell me.
Oh my
When the girls
god.
tell me you gotta be too something to do something, and I am too something, and I got.
That was fucking crazy.
Just a quick quiz.
That was a quick quiz. Okay.
Who am I?
That was fun.
Give it a round of applause for the Mad Libs for today. Quick quiz. Yay. Thank you, Miss Money. We definitely appreciate it as always. I think it's because it's my thing. All right. I think we could jump right into it. Y'all ready? Monet, Cheno? All right. So for those of you that are just tuning in on Instagram Live and Facebook, as it said, this is Rockefellers Radio Season 4, Episode number 6. Topic that we're getting ready to jump into is transsexuals versus transgenders. We're going to go ahead and set the record straight. Again, y'all be respectful to each other. We're willing to take comments and questions in the feed. We may or may not, bring people in on the video. I don't really do too much of that, but I might do it depending on how things go. If we do that, we definitely want to limit the comments to at least maybe 2 minutes, and Dante can help me with that. Make sure we don't go over. And we'll stop in between time in case somebody has any questions, whether it be for me, Naya, or Dante, so that way we can kind of get that across. So let's jump right into it. On the panel, of course, our co-host, Ms. Naya Monet.
Hi.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing good.
Get into it because we have someone that, as well as our special guest, we'll start with you first, Naya, and then Cheno, go ahead and jump right in or whatever, that has experience in living as a transsexual. Give us a brief breakdown, I guess.
I'll give you the definition or the
Yes,
verses.
please do that. Yes,
So,
perfect.
What the dictionary term.
The dictionary term.
So the word transgender is pretty much an umbrella term
Mm-hmm.
that describes those who have a gender that's different from the sex,
Mm-hmm.
male, female, or intersex, or binary gender, boy or girl, that they were assigned at birth. Transsexual is more of a specific term that fits under the umbrella for transgender.
Okay, so for the people in the back, transgender
It deals with your gender. So
at birth, nothing to do with after.
no, it's how a person identifies. So when you identify as a trans woman
Mm-hmm.
or a trans man
Mm-hmm.
or someone who identifies as an intersex or two-spirited, those things like that.
Okay.
So pretty much that what starts it.
Okay.
Transsexual
Is the actual process.
yeah.
Okay.
That's because you're doing the chemical transition, like making your body transition your body into what it's supposed to look like in your mind
Mm-hmm.
and how you feel when you look in the mirror.
Okay.
Medically transition.
Medical. I was
And
gonna
some
say
people
medical.
cannot medically transition, so which why they fit under the term of the transgender instead of transsexual.
So does that make them any different? So is there something that prevents them from, if they want to be transsexual versus identifying as transgender?
If they can't transition medically, it's because of something, the chemicals that's in.
Health-wise.
The medication? that they
And then
take?
levels too. So you it's a whole process you go to.
Yeah.
So when you go to the doctor, you tell the doctor, "Hi, I think I'm trans." They have to do your blood work. They have to do all of.
So
this.
question, I hate to interrupt you. This is a real question, right? when a person says that they think they're trans, that really happens?
Yes.
And why is it that a person would think that they're trans
Because
versus saying that I think or I believe or feel that I'm actually meant to be a girl?
Because a lot of times is they're not sure exactly how they identify. They know that they're different than what they were assigned at birth.
Okay.
So some people will be able to tell you, I was born male, but I feel like female. So some people tell you, I feel like a girl. And they look at you and say, how you feel like a girl? Because a lot of times is they're not comfortable in the skin that was given to them, or the gender that was assigned to them at birth.
Okay.
So they geared towards playing with Barbie dolls, certain loud colors, or just having that sexual attraction to the opposite gender. It's 1,001 things that a person might mentally go through to feel that they are different than what they were told at the doctor's office.
So I'm gonna get a little deep with you, and then the same question for Cheno, right? Because you and you guys are comfortable being open up about this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So Naya, which I have to toss out there again, my best friend. Hey, girl.
Hi.
So Naya, you were born
Male. Yeah.
and you transitioned to female.
Yeah. So
How long have you been going through your process?
medically transitioning.
When did you start? Yeah.
My medical transition started at the age of 15, and I was buying street hormones from older trans women on Belmont and Halstead.
So did you believe? At what point in your mind, it's because when you're able to kind of recognize and feel how you feel as far as how you identify, when did you feel that how you wanted to identify it?
I think I was in 8th grade. I was different.
In your teens?
Yeah. I was like 13, 14 years old. And I just knew, like, I never physically was attracted to the essence of women.
Right.
I think what happened was a lot of it played because I wasn't comfortable going to school as a boy. Like when I got my first job at McDonald's, it's a real funny story, but I told my grandmother, when I got my first job at McDonald's, I said, they told me I need to shave my mustache.
You're funny.
Because I hated it.
Okay.
I hated everything.
So you lied to your grandmother?
Yes.
So that way you can say.
But she knew that I was different. And then we wasn't sure exactly what it was. I was always the problem child because the school back then, like early 90s, they was like, what they said was that was going to cause a issue at school for me coming to school dressed as a girl, because I used to take my sisters or cousin, at the time my cousin clothes, go behind the church
And change. Wow.
and then go to school.
Wow.
And when I started working, I started buying my own clothes. But before then, I would take my cousin clothes, and when I was going to, there was a church on the south side called Open Door. I literally was taking clothes to go and hang out with other gay people and trans people.
That were going through the same thing you were going through.
Yes. And so for so many years, my grandmother never knew what was going on because I always changed when I left and then before I came in the house. Until the school call was like, he is causing a disturbance.
They call it a disturbance.
They call it a disturbance because it's like the kids cannot learn because they're too busy focusing on me, which we know is bullshit nowadays, but that's what they called it, and that would be the biggest issue for me going through high school because I was a disturbance. When I got my hair braided, I got micro braids.
At how old were you?
I was like 14, 15
Wow.
years old, and I was like in 9th grade. And I told her, I was like, oh, my friend, she gonna braid my hair. So I went and got my hair braided in individual braids. Then it was called micro. Before it was called box braid. And I got home and I had it in a ponytail. And my grandma, oh, let me see your hair. I'm like, oh, no, my head hurt.
Didn't want to show her. So you were hiding
Uh-huh.
a lot of your stuff that you do.
Because at the time, in the household that I grew up in, my great-grandparents raised me.
Okay.
And so my grandmother was the biggest support system for me. But my grandfather, on the other hand, hated every minute of it. And I had family that discouraged her from encouraging me to be who I was. And it kind of felt like she had to obey what my family was saying. And so,
That's that old school mentality.
yeah, things happened. But at one point, it was she was my biggest support sister to the point she stopped supporting me because of the church. We went to church every Sunday. Church family, neighbors, and everybody questioned why she was allowing me to arch my eyebrows and wear feminine clothing. My grandfather called me all kind of punks and sissies and faggots.
Mm-hmm.
Only one girl ever called the house is when we had house phones. So I will always try to get to the phone before he did.
Yeah. Better run.
Yeah.
Don't let them pick up that
And
phone.
It would mainly be guys calling.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, he got these punk calling his phone.
He was already starting.
I was all kind of sisters and punk.
Ooh, hot
So what-
It was cold.
Oh yeah, baby, I was on the party line. I
Everybody
was a party line girl, baby.
Oh,
I guess crazy headphone. I guess while we're in the young age, Cheno. Now you were born
Female.
and transitioning to male.
Yes.
At what age? Same question last night. Did you
I was younger.
really?
I was like 6 years old.
That's
I
when
knew
you
I
felt
was
and recognized that.
Yeah. I used to stand in front of the mirror, look at my body, and rub my chest like, and flex. You know, all my uncles were bodybuilders, so they were my Superman. I knew in my mind that's what I wanted to look like when I got older.
Okay.
So I would put socks in my drawers and stand there and just look
Really?
in the mirror. Yeah, it was weird.
Testing the endowment and see.
Yeah, because I was a kid, and I think my mother knew, my dad did too. They knew I hated when he put me in a dress. I hated it. My mom is God-fearing. Both sides of my family, the history, everybody from the South.
Okay.
You know, of course, majority of the people that are here in Chicago, they migrated from the South. We know that later on in life.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, me being part indigenous, I relate to the two-spirited thing growing up. That was most of the way I felt because I didn't know what transgender was. I just knew I wasn't a lesbian. I identified as a stud. I knew I was different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I was the kid. Mom, just put my hair in a ponytail. One ponytail, just one. You know, that's all I wanted. You know, I didn't like all the braids and beads, but my mom, that's what I was a baby doll.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember the Kenya dolls?
Yeah.
With all the beads, braids? That's how she used to do me, and I
You
hated it.
hated it.
We go to church, I be in the car taking off my dress after church and be sitting there in the slip like I can't wait to put my jeans and Jordans on.
Wow.
Like that was my thing. Like I always knew I was different.
So when you were going you were going through this phase, and you were telling, I guess you were telling your parent about, or did you tell them like how this made you feel uncomfortable?
No, my mother, I knew my mom was growing up. My mom is mentally ill.
Mm-hmm.
Just put that out there. You know, it was hard. I knew I could never come to my mother and tell her, Mom, I'm a boy. But my mom would kill me. My mom damns me to hell to this day. And like my only parent that supports me is my father. Like I'm Cheno,
Which is rare that happens
It's
with a father
rare.
supports it. That's
And
very
you
rare.
know, growing up without my father being in the house, because my mom remarried and stuff like that, it was hard. Because I was just like, damn, he don't want me. But that wasn't the situation. You know, she was an angry black woman. You know, so she kept me away from my dad.
Which brings me to this
Yeah.
question. I got to put this out because somebody
Yeah.
posted. I know Nia's going to catch it.
Yeah, so it said, Mr. Darian Pope, I have a question. Do you think heterosexual women are intimidated by trans women?
Do you think maybe your mom was intimidated by the fact that you had this mentality of you didn't want to be, you know what I'm saying, how you may have came into the world because you feel that's not how you were meant to be, but you want to be what you felt you need to be, what makes you feel comfortable. You think she was maybe intimidated by the choices that you were making at such a young age?
My mom never wanted any daughters.
Really?
She never wanted no daughters. Let me tell you, so it's one thing to tell me I'm going to hell, this isn't right, a man and a woman, Adam and Eve, whatever. But not when you got me doing masculine things. My whole life I've done masculine things. Everything. You know, stuff that my brothers should have did, she had me doing. She coddled them. They were on the titty. I never had the titty. You feel what I'm saying? And because of that, my siblings are fucked up.
Wow.
Mentally. My little sister is fucked up. My 2 younger brothers are fucked up mentally. I'm the strong one. Because I knew in my mind, like, hell no. I'm the black sheep of my family, period. All the way across the board. On my father's side, I'm the black sheep. Everybody always got some shit to say about me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm doing better than damn near everybody in my family. Even my aunts and uncles, I'm doing better. You know? So it's always been a thing of, my mother caught me in the act with my babysitter.
Really?
And I came on to her. She was older than me. I came on to her.
Oh shit!
Get the
So
cougars?
she caught me in the act.
Get the cougars more.
I was on top of her.
Wait, what?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, tell us a little bit more. Wait a minute,
Yes.
because I've
My
been
mother
quiet.
caught me in the act.
So there is a question
Yes.
for specifically
Yeah.
for Cheno.
Yes.
Can Cheno give us a line of reason when women do female to male transitions, why they do the results settle more realistic than male to female transition?
Okay. So I'm gonna say I agree with you on that on some parts, but you got to think about it. You got to think about you have people of color,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have our cousins, the Neanderthals, right? So when people of color transition, this is me personally, from all the older brothers, because I hang with guys that are older than me, that have been transitioning longer than me.
Mm-hmm.
We blend in better. Half the time it's because we take after our fathers, but we supposed to take the gene from our mothers. So I look like my uncle, I look like my grandfather on my mama's side, and I look like my dad. I've always looked like my father.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, I was just at the jewelry store the other day buying my dad a watch. The lady was just like, "That's your daddy?" She's like, "I can tell I look like my father."
Mm-hmm.
And that's why my mom curses me. She cursed me from the womb to the time I came out.
Because of that.
She kept saying she didn't want a daughter, she wanted a son.
So this
And
is something she repetitively said to you?
Oh, I know this because it was told to me. That's what my mother said.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my mom went through postpartum with me. I know what postpartum looks like because I've seen it. So I know for sure she never wanted any daughters because I saw it when my sister was born. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Versus the way she treated my brother when he was born, and then my other younger brother. You know, my mother, she didn't love on me like she loved on them. And it hurt, but I understand she's sick. My mother is schizophrenic. I'm just going to be honest. You know, mental health runs in my family. I have mental health issues, but the difference is I went and sought out help when I got older, when I finally decided I was never going back. That was it. I knew something was wrong. My temperament, everything. You know, I hate to say it, but my temperament, I get it from my mother's side of the family. My granddad didn't even play. He'd slap a bitch down quick. You know what I'm saying? My uncles too. So it was a thing where I didn't know how to go to my mother, but I went to my mother's, her cousin, who was like a mother to me. And I remember it was like, I was like 7 or 8 years old, and I told her, I like women. I want to be with women.
Mm-hmm.
Me as a kid thinking back on that when we met up and she told me, "You remember that?" I said, "Yeah, I remember." I remember my mom was sick in the hospital, finna die. We didn't know what, I was scared, and I felt like I could open up to her because she was nurturing to me. Me, I didn't know. She went back and told my whole family. So when I just got my family back within these last 4 to 5 years of moving to the South, they already knew. They weren't surprised when they saw me. And I didn't realize that till my uncle told me. He said, "Listen, I believe in live and let live."
Mm-hmm.
And that's the most powerful statement anybody can say, because I'm the same way. And I wonder why, you know, I felt like that, because I'm not judgmental. Live your life.
Right.
Live your life. Do you. You know what I'm saying? And as far as that, as me being a black trans man of color,
Mm-hmm.
a heterosexual black man,
Excuse me.
trans man of color, because I only date cisgender women, you know, and that's all I've ever dated, you know what I'm saying? So it's it's a different mindset because now I have homeboys that are black trans men of color or whatever. Anybody, some of them are gay, which they date other men, and some of them are other trans men or other cisgender gay men.
So that I guess that would bring me questions actually for both of y'all. So, if you're approached by a gay male,
it happens.
to be like,
all
yo,
the time.
what's good, man? What's up? Like, can we talk? And what's up? Is that offensive to you,
No,
or?
I mean, how would they know?
Exactly. That's my point.
Right.
Because I've done that. I've seen me, and I was telling a story about a wonderful experience that I had in LA. It's just like I didn't know if it was offensive when you can. It's not really saying you can tell, but you don't know. I'm like, oh, there's a boy. He's cute as fuck. Let me go talk to him, and then somebody, oh no, wait, that's. I just let you know ahead of time because my friend, used to be a girl. I'm like, what? No, absolutely no way. Because he was fine as fuck. I was even the one in LA. It's a wonderful experience. I swear to God. I was like, wait, what? Ain't no way.
Yeah.
But chest and everything. He had man chest and everything, but just everything below the waist, it was still female. So, but I still identified to him as respectfully. You know what I'm saying? And it was another thing to me that was new and weird. He identified as a top, and I was just like, okay, how do you? And of course, strap-ons and stuff like that. But just still, even with that, it was still my mind while we were doing stuff. It was just like, do I say certain things, or am I sucking your dick, or am I what? And I just, but when I let him lead the way because I asked. I was like, I don't never want to be disrespectful, so I need to know how you identify certain parts of your body or how you like to be interacted with sexually. Because if you sit up and say, because some talk like that, that's like, suck this dick. I'm like,
oh, let this go down.
Okay.
Let this go down in history.
Yeah, it's just
Rock was submissive.
Yeah, I was very, I was very, very, very submissive.
Was it worse?
Oh my God, I enjoyed everything.
So there are some.
Let me tell you, that's the first time I said, when I come back, am I going to see you? But now it's not going to happen. But then I was, single, but it was just an experience that I can say that I had. And it was cool because it's at the same time, it also, me having a trans best friend, the education I have on it is a lot different than most.
Yeah.
So me being able to approach and have conversations with people like that. So you wouldn't be offended if a guy came to you?
It happens all the time. I know what I look like.
Well, how do you handle it? Like, what is your response when a guy comes up to you?
I'm comfortable. This is what now, from what you were telling me that they friend told you like, oh, there used to be a girl. That's wrong. Now I don't agree with that. Don't fucking tell my story. Let me tell it if I want to fucking tell it, because I'm not ashamed of where I've been or where I came from. That's number one. Number two, if I feel like I have a real close friend that I met in Alabama, and he saw me at a car party, and he was just like, I was like, oh Lord, here we go. I could tell the eye contact was there. I said, this nigga here. You know what I'm saying? So when he was just like, he stepped away from everybody and was, you got social media? I said, yeah, sure. I let him know again. I said, look, man, you cool and everything, but I'm not going to say I know what you identify as, but I'm going to let you know right now. I like open wombs that push out babies or have a vagina. Period.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I am.
He said open wound. I was like, wait a minute.
That's what a vagina is. It's an open
No, I know,
wound,
but I was like, wait a minute.
You needed some clarity.
The coochie didn't fall out.
There's a what an open
Y'all
wounds.
coochies fell out.
I was finna cut myself for you right now, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
He said that's what turns you on.
No, I'm a cutter, goddammit.
I am a black trans man of color. The nigga looked up like, what? I said, yes. So I understand where this is going, but I'm gonna let you know.
Mm.
We cool, we can be friends, but thank you.
Mm.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. What
So I got a question.
Yeah.
Because I know there's this one guy who happens to be trans. He he made it very clear. And so I do have a question for you as well. Are you attracted to other trans men, or is it just
No.
cis female? Okay, because this other
I'm
guy,
attracted to femininity. Now, don't get me wrong. I've seen some beautiful trans women. Gorgeous. I was like, what? I was fucked up. But I've never been with a trans woman before. I've only been with straight women or lesbian women. You know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it. Okay, so that's the difference. If Miss Nye, if you could go ahead and read the last few from 2020 Clear Vision, and then we're gonna jump on you.
So 2020 Clear Vision said to Cheno, so your answer is that because people naturally inherit resemblance of their father's DNA over their mother's DNA.
No, I resemble from my mother's DNA and my father's, but I look more like my father's, my father, and I look like my uncles, my mama's brother, and my grandfather. You know, but when you look at my mother, oh, you look like your mom, but you look just like your daddy. Everybody, they'll see my mama first. You look just, they'll be like, oh no, you're definitely Terry. You feel me?
See your dad in there.
I wanted to speak a little bit on that too, because I think that in the black community, specifically, I want to talk about it. All right, and I think a lot of this stems from slavery days. Is that we were taught and conditioned to think that a black man is supposed to have some feminine traits, or we're just conditioned that way. And I say this because I'm pretty sure y'all heard about like buck breaking and shit like that. So throughout history, black men have always been conditioned or made to look at as less than what the traditional macho man is supposed to look like, right? And so I think that when they look at a black woman, and more specifically a cisgender black woman, if she has strong features, people say, oh, she looks like a man, or she's this, or and all these negative things about a black woman, and she could be cisgender. And so I think the thing is that when they're looking at a lot of people, when they're looking at trans women, all right, and more specifically black trans women, they're automatically looking for these features and things like that. And so that's where that comment from, I don't know who said it, but and I think that we need to move away from that on what an individual is supposed to look like, and thinking like, trans men take into their transition a lot better than trans women, because it's not that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it even goes further deeper than, like, I used to always talk about my whole theory with birth, is just that, when you're born, it's this whole thing of what's created, as far as like somebody saying the sky is blue. Okay, we stuck with it. That's what it is because somebody said it. So when you're born as male or female, right? That's the gender title that you're given, right? And then as you're growing up, you're taught that as a boy, you like girls. As a girl, you like boys. But if you just think, if you were just born, right? Do what they do, carry around, going about your business, and nobody says anything but the basic shit, like how to do things, using the bathroom, all shit, walking and stuff like that, but don't feed you the extra shit, then you're going to naturally fall into whatever it is that you feel, because your mind, and that's what I think a lot of people, like I said, I don't have a degree and all that extra shit like that when it comes to medical term or medical physiology and all that shit like that. It's just, when you see these little kids growing up, and even now at a younger age, they're fighting their gender as far as how they're supposed to identify. Like, you'll see parents like, oh no, you're not supposed to behave that way, but the kid's like 6 years old already voguing and dancing because of what they see outside of the home or whatever they see on social media. So it's just like they're fighting that teaching of, you need to be a boy and you only like girls, or you need to be a girl and like boys. It's like, okay, I hear you, but my mind's telling me no. Not R. Kelly. But but in general, it's just like, I even feel like that as coming up in myself. It's like, yeah, I like girls, but at the same time, you know, I was attracted to one of my best friends at a young age. Like we was doing shit that we shouldn't have been doing. Got the little air quotes. But the attraction was there, and it was like I didn't feel like I was doing anything wrong. It was just natural, you know. I didn't think about that, so I don't know. It's a programming. Take it back to the Matrix.
That's just like with the misconception. Everybody thinks anybody, whether you identify with the LGBT community or whatever, you have to be touched to be the way you are. I was never touched. I was never molested.
Thank
I
you.
was never raped.
Thank you.
I pursued her.
Mm-hmm.
She was a kid herself. So, you know, it was confusing for her, but it felt natural to her. So she went with it.
Mm-hmm.
And we was just like,
Doing your thing.
I was rubbing the dog shit out of her. You feel me? My mama came in the room and she saw it. My mama beat my ass.
But you had a good time.
I sure did. It
See?
was worth it.
That's all that matters. Now if you could read the rest of, just kind of go through with the last stuff, starting between the, he said, yeah, that's what I was talking about, and then read the rest of that, and then we'll go into
Nothing. 2020 Clear Vision was saying big ups for seeking help with your mental well-being, and they also said, yeah, that's what I was talking about. It's very realistic and it's hard to tell. That's love on your part, Rock. Most just take initiative and be like, this is what I see. It's what I'm going to call. So seeing more so the binary aspect of gender.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded like Sharek was speaking like we see some blood wounds. Because they was talking about
crazy as Dante. Find out how freaky you are.
No, Cheno said it. He said an open wound. He said I like open wounds. I was like, okay, oh no.
You and your 50%. I'm not ever letting that go.
I figured as much.
You like the cat or the dog? You like
It's
the cat?
honey child.
Honey child.
Oh, Lord.
Well, Miss Monet.
Yes.
And shit, I can answer for you. Been best friends for the longest. So, in your case, how do you approach the situation of, or your type? Are you attracted to men or women or trans men?
Because
It's like, you know, female to male or male to female. Do you have a preference?
Your special
What have you
guest is-
dealt with in the past?
Yes, special guest is really trying my patience right now.
Why? Because I said we all know the answer.
Yeah, but I mean, I could just do it for her, but I ain't doing that.
Right.
I mean, I've heard some things about you.
Speak into the mic.
I heard you a little freak.
Yeah. Well, yeah, clearly we're sleeping together.
According to one person.
Multiple
that-
people.
Well, yeah, everybody.
Especially-
Everybody think I'm fucking my best friend.
And I want to clear up the rumors, y'all. They are. No, I'm just
Look,
playing.
boy.
I'm just playing.
Look, I'm about to take these headphones off real quick. I love you, but I'm gonna have to whoop your ass, Cletus. you're over there talking all that shit, Cletus. I'm gonna take off these headphones and crawl over and beat your ass.
Well, come on down here, Billy Bob. I ain't worried about you. I ain't worried about you. Come
You're
on.
talking all that shit. You're homosexual.
These
I heard it's good when you ain't got teeth in your mouth.
Oh, I got all my teeth. All my teeth. I paid for these teeth. I got all of them. Oh,
You
yeah.
take them out and you're up there sucking dick. That's all right, little gummy bear.
Sorry, we got a little distracted.
a little.
What's the night?
She always gets out of it. And she sits there and let us go at it back and forth because she
Right.
doesn't want to answer the question.
Right. Come on.
We need to get you a mallet and be like, order.
Right. Come on,
But you won't
Susie.
let me
In.
get my cowbell, so.
No, fuck a cowbell. We ain't doing that shit.
So to answer the question, I am attracted to the essence of a man. In the past, I've dated trans men.
Mm-hmm.
I've become more attracted to trans men in the last 7 years.
Right.
My long-term relationship was with a trans man. But I don't date cisgender men because of my past
Excuse me.
experience.
My cough. I need to probably have a cough drop or something.
We have some. Would you like some?
Some tea over there.
I need some tea. Do you have a preference in type?
I don't honestly, no.
Hmm.
I'm more attracted to personality and how a person makes me feel.
Okay.
I've recently discovered some new things about myself. as
Yeah,
well.
me too.
Oh, what's those things?
Oh, was I?
First of all, you're trying to be funny.
What?
Cheno has a question.
This is where you step in, Dante.
Well, I wasn't finished.
Oh, Cheno got a question.
I know he got a question, but Messy right here.
You should have said something sooner. She wasn't supposed to catch that.
No, because I want to know these things she found out about herself too. You been playing with your figgy pudding. No. Okay.
So you're gonna have to, and I think Cheno touched on it a little bit more. When you these terminologies, a lot of people are not familiar with.
So cisgender mean those men who identify with the gender they were given at birth. So a gay man can be cisgender. I don't deal with heterosexual cisgender men.
She don't fuck with heterogender cisgender men, so y'all know that.
No.
Your chance and opportunity has just been valid and invalid. It's not going to happen.
As
See you at the
past
club.
experience
It's a
has-
no.
Yeah,
Actually, it's a hell no.
Oh.
And what is that again? Which type?
that's straight people. I don't deal with
She don't fuck with straight folks.
No.
She's super friendly. Y'all can chit chat, but
We
nothing
can.
beyond
We can
that.
even be friends, but
Cis straight folks.
yeah,
Sis.
Because you can be trans and straight.
you can. Cheno is
Yeah.
trans and straight.
Yeah, but you said you don't fuck with straight people.
Yes, cisgender. I don't. Me and Cheno.
Okay,
we have
so-
a different relationship because
so
I've known him for a long time.
Cisgender or just straight people?
They went to the same church.
Cisgender heterosexual men.
I did define that
So men.
because I say that because a straight person would take that as like, no, I'm not gay,
I
because
know.
they just identify as heterosexual. Period.
I don't deal with those people either.
So you don't deal with just you don't deal with heterosexual,
No, I don't deal with straight,
right?
hetero,
Right.
or cisgender men,
Which are,
unless they identify as being a homosexual.
but the cisgender. I'm saying this so you can just define each part.
yeah,
So let's try that again.
yeah,
So you don't fuck with the straight,
no,
heterosexual. Those identify as straight. Those that identify heterosexual.
men,
Right,
heterosexual
men. But you wouldn't fuck with a woman.
I have
I'm learning something new from you every day.
no.
And then
It's
the
an experiment.
cisgender, what? It meaning what? When you say you don't fuck with cisgender men, which are men that,
That do not identify as being a homosexual.
okay,
What?
got it. And I'm gonna say this again, and it's not to offend anyone. This is that shit I'm talking about. With all these different extra things and identify. It's fucking. I'm gonna tell you, it's fucking confusing. That's why I'm glad I don't have to worry about it. But I support all my friends. You know what I'm saying?
We greatly appreciate
I'm just
your
But I could
medically.
never tell
Don't
nobody
make it
that
to
because I don't know,
Lions.
and I would be out of place to try to do it. That's why I said, dude,
It's a lot.
I don't know. Like, bro, I do not know. I'm not bro. What the fuck? I'm sorry. Dude, like you look like a guy to me.
So I do not date guys
Okay.
who are straight
Okay.
and who do not identify.
How do you identify?
He's
Okay.
gay.
Thank you. That's simple for me.
Yeah.
It's just like a bowl of chicken noodle. It's just chicken noodle soup.
But there are some gay guys who are into trans women.
That's fucking alphabet soup.
yeah.
It's a big bowl of letters. But go on. I'm sorry, Bess. Go ahead. So your previous relationships. I'm gonna let Cheno jump in. He's itching. He is itching.
So before this relationship, I was actually in a relationship with a gay guy. He identified as gay.
Wait,
but
which before?
Brandon.
Okay, Brandon. Okay,
Yeah.
he was gay.
Yes.
Okay, bet.
So we were in a relationship. We was actually engaged.
Okay.
Oh, the one. Okay.
The one that passed away.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. He was a gay guy, but he was attracted to trans women.
Which there are gay guys that are out there that are like that. Okay, then
I got into a
and
relationship with a heterosexual.
and then there's Maud.
a heterosexual cisgender asshole
Mm-hmm.
who had 12 kids
Mm.
and ruined my life.
Now,
And I beat him with an umbrella about my bed in his boxer.
now let me ask you this: does that change being that your experience? What was that again?
With straight,
No. What is that? What is?
the cisgender.
I'm still learning, y'all. I'm really not being funny.
Because I think you're
What does
overthinking the cis
or what
part.
does he identify? He
Who?
He was straight.
Your ex.
He was straight. He was a straight man with 12
Which
kids.
ex?
Wait, what'd you say,
He
Cheno?
was a straight man with 12 kids.
Yeah.
He was an undercover brother.
Who?
The one after Brandon.
The
Okay.
one- yeah.
But you're talking about my very last relationship.
No. I'm gonna.
Oh.
We gonna.
Break it down for me, because I'm fucking lost. So
You
who?
talking about Brandon.
Who was after Brandon? You don't have to say the name. Okay, so
The straight man
Brandon,
with the
there was
12
somebody else
kids.
was a
A straight guy.
straight. Okay, so you had a gay guy,
Uh-huh.
a straight guy,
Uh-huh. And then a trans man.
and a black man, a Chinese man, all walking. Okay, I'm sorry, Chino. I'm gonna get you. I'm telling you,
What you itching for?
this woman,
Messy.
she's always like been honest with me, told me
No, it's
everything.
not messy.
But it's
I'm
like
just
little
being real.
shit in the cracks. You know how you sweep the floor and you miss a spot? We missed a couple spots, bestie. So we're gonna have to go on.
Can I jump in real quick? Just
no.
real quick.
She need to tell me how this works.
I just want to explain something real quick.
What?
Real quick. Okay. So when you're born, right? When you're born, you get labeled male or female. All right. That's your cis.
Pink or blue.
There you go. And then you have individuals who say, actually, I'm this way.
I like
All right,
purple.
and those are trans people, right? And then later on in life, right? Because you don't, your sexuality isn't determined at your birth. Later on in life, right? So you got cis, trans, then under here is your sexuality. So I just want to throw that out there so it's a little bit better for people to understand. A person's gender is not based on their sexuality, and that sexuality is not based on their gender. Okay, go ahead.
You just don't know how much more
Well, you made him
complicated
confused.
you just made that.
Oh my God! Somebody got a dry erase board. Let me write it.
Right.
But look, but
Right.
but then that goes into for those out there. It also goes into perspective and opinion, right?
Yeah.
Society sees binary. So
Right.
as 2020 Clear Vision was saying that society has said when they look at you, they either gonna identify you as a man or a woman.
Exactly.
Regardless of what happened.
Regardless.
So you could be a woman
Mhm.
and they was like, that's a man.
Right.
It doesn't make a difference because that's what they see.
That's what they see.
That's
But that's the issue because
Well-
we gotta stop judging people off what we see because
Right.
we don't know how a person identifies.
Actually.
And so that's pretty much a
But-
conversation starter.
But
Right.
this is a misconception too. Like I was on a panel before, my homegirl, she had a little thing, and there were other trans men of color on there,
Mhm.
right? And there's one, he said, I went to school for gender and all this stuff, and I'm not a trans man. Okay, listen.
Here you go. Y'all got it started.
Listen. This even with the trans women. I don't give a fuck. You're taking estrogen. Estrogen is for what? What is it for? What is it? It's for a woman, right?
Mhm.
Testosterone is for what?
Man.
A man, right? It's okay to say you're non-binary, but you are a trans man of color that identifies as non-binary gender conforming. You can't sit here and say you're not a trans man and you're putting testosterone in your body. Fuck out of here. That's the same with the estrogen. And that's just facts. That's facts. You can be or fuck whoever you want to fuck, but let's think about the facts. You're putting something in your body that's made for a man or a woman.
To alter how you
So
look.
that's first,
Right.
yes.
Exactly.
So you could be a trans lesbian.
Mhm.
I've seen them.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
trans women. They don't like dick. They want women. They want to fuck them. They still have their bottom parts, or
Right.
they may have got a pussy and they want to bump coochies. I've seen it, and I support it all. You know what I'm saying? But don't get the misconception that you're not a trans woman and you're putting estrogen in your veins.
Right.
I'm not judgmental. That's just fact.
Right. I mean, you're altering how you look
Yeah, exactly.
to be a
You
different
want titties
gender.
and
Yeah.
all of that shit.
Yeah.
Thank you for your support.
I support everybody.
And as we
period.
simply, on the side, Miss Naya got a little pit stop. You can come on out and drive back on the.
Yeah.
Right, because she didn't answer your
She did
question,
not
right?
answer my question.
Okay.
You have your question.
He
so-
never asked his question.
Oh, my question was asked.
No, it was not.
He did.
I was just getting clarity on the things. So we went down your line. You basically tried everything. So you had a gay man, a straight man, and then
A trans man.
What's his sexuality? So you date trans man. What's his sexuality? Does he identify straight, gay, pan?
Yeah.
He identifies straight.
So okay, hold on, right. So well, hold on. So trans.
Mm-hmm. Cheno identified as a heterosexual trans man.
Yeah, and I fuck
Right.
women.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Women.
Right. But I'm saying,
Women.
do you okay? So
Women.
do you identify as straight?
Yes, I am a straight man.
So this
I fuck women.
this person, your third,
no
same,
penises,
right?
No asshole.
Identify straight,
Yeah.
and did you all like have her add any?
So I have a question. So you say you're attracted to masculinity, right?
Yeah.
So all of your partners, the young lady or the gay guy or the straight man or the trans man, were they all masculine?
Mm-mm.
So who wasn't masculine out of the pair?
First, second, and third.
Let's be honest, because
I just want to know. I'm curious
being
because I know what you like.
Okay, so I identify as a straight man of color.
Mm-hmm.
So I walk down the street, I'm whistling at ass and titties and big booty bitches, whatever. I love a woman, a colored woman, for a woman of color. It don't matter what race.
I'm about to
You're a
say,
woman of
sir,
color.
this is not
If
1960.
you're a woman of color, I love.
You going?
He said no. He said colored women.
A woman
Colored.
of color, you could be Vietnamese, you're still a woman of color.
Right.
You Mexican, you're still a
The
woman of color.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the Neanderthals up in the mountaintops, our cousins. I'm talking about
Who
melanin.
Ain't my cousin.
I'm talking, let's be honest, they are our cousins. Let's be honest. But I'm talking about melanin. So if I say I'm a straight man, that means I'm a cisgender man attracted to women. That means femininity all the way across the board. That means I'm talking about women in a woman form.
So, well, Naya, you shaking your head.
I'm not talking about femininity from a man who's feminine.
So what?
So I'm straight.
You're shaking your head, Miss.
I don't
Monet.
like men at all.
Is that something like that you disagree with, or?
Yes.
Yeah, because
come on.
The issue is a person can still identify as straight, which means that they believe that a man and a woman. So if a trans man is with a trans woman, then in a heterosexual relationship.
I'm not talking about trans women because you're still a woman. You're a woman.
Right.
I'm talking about, I've seen gay men like, oh, he's handsome, he's beautiful, he has beautiful eyes. I can, as a man, I don't have a problem with sexuality because I know I like women.
Mm-hmm.
Whether I've never been with a trans woman, but I can say like, damn, she bad as hell because I'm comfortable with my sexuality. That's a woman.
Right.
So of course I'm gonna look at her and be attracted to her.
Right.
I'm talking about, you're saying you're straight, but you're attracted to a feminine male. Or so are you straight or are you bisexual? Or
Well,
are
see,
you
that's
pansexual?
the problem.
That's the misconception.
That's the problem
People are calling
that people are gonna run into, because when you may sit up and say that you're straight, right? But a heterosexual is not going to look at you as straight. You will still be gay, or you'll still be trans. You're not considered straight.
I think want to clarify the
I do. I do get what you're saying.
Well, I'm saying for the. I'm not saying for us at the table. I'm talking about.
No, I know.
I'm saying those heterosexuals, as we sit and have this very conversation, they are going to still identify you as not.
I'm just saying there are boxes.
Right
well, no,
there are boxes
table.
Yeah.
First, sir, you don't know who I sleep with.
Right.
I'll listen to what you said.
I'm just playing.
So we know and understand. I'm not talking about us. We know and understand as far as the language and how we identify. Outside of this, a straight man, heterosexual, is going to look at you, or me, or Cheno, or Dante, depending on what vibes you get off, as not straight, not heterosexual, right?
They ain't straight either.
Regardless,
let me tell you something.
Regardless if you,
I'm not walking around doing this.
Regardless of the
nobody has clocked me ever.
Well, no. Here, listen, this is what I want you all to get. I get it. We all are passionate about it, but I'm still pushed because Ms. Naya mentioned about the whole straight thing, and then Cheno brought up a good question.
That's because she thought I was referring to trans women, and they are women across the board. I'm talking about the trans men who like receiving penis or whatever. I have gay trans men homeboys who are with other gay men, so they're considered gay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Right.
They like getting.
But they told you they identify as gay?
Yes.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
So,
If a
sir,
person tells you that they identify as straight.
I see it though.
I'm
I
sending
see
you
it.
my profile. Can you send it over?
Well,
No, I'm just playing.
I'm gonna read
No,
this, and I've always been big about this. I hated from being back then. Somebody posted on Instagram. Do we still need titles? People and things change every day.
Thank you.
I have been again, and I said this on one of the other shows back in the day when I started. Like for that, seeing just how things are, it was simple: gay, bi, straight.
Yeah.
Then you have top, bottom, first. Then you have LGBTQ. You have the metrosexuals. Then I remember the very first time I was at a club, and this, I guess she was trans, walked up to the car because I was sitting outside. You know how they say parking lot pimping, right? I never went into the gay club. I used to always sit outside, and you know, this was like in my fucking 20s or whatever. So I'm sitting in the car, and I guess she was trying to talk to me, and she's like, "Are you gay or straight?" I said, "No, I'm bisexual." And she was like, "Well, you can't be bisexual. You're just confused."
They
And I'm
say
like,
it's greedy.
bitch,
A lot
how
of
am I
people say it's
confused?
greedy.
Because I like men and women. You're just mad because I don't like you.
But a lot of women love bisexual men.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
They say they're more in touch with their feminine side. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But this is another thing. Like, I don't give a fuck what you identify as long as you respect me.
Right.
And you're not trying to kill yourself or hurt somebody else. And that's the bigger picture. I feel like people are so hung up on the bullshit.
I'm so sorry. It was a comment on Facebook. The question is,
I look.
The question was from TS. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna mess that all
It's
up.
T.S. Chastity,
Alexa.
basically Alexa. So
Yeah.
over
And
time,
Rock, are you trans attracted?
over time, because
The answer is
as
no.
somebody said, no, see, you're starting to learn things new. Over time, things change.
Well, why was that a question?
I guess because the comment said I'm not, because I have both friends and people that I know that used to be male that are now female. When I say I was when she said what she said at that time, because I'm not gonna lie, I sit on X. There's some attractive trans out there. I mean, I had a friend who used to be male. It was pretty as fuck, and he became a female. It's just as fucking gorgeous.
Natural.
And I told him, I told her, I was like, I would fucking date you. I said, but we've had history in the past, so nothing's changed. I said, as a guy, I respected you. You were gorgeous. I said, as a female, you are just as gorgeous. You know, there was no hanger with that. Am I a person that goes and look out to be in a relationship with a trans? No, that's not what I look to do. I'm not saying I'm not attracted to any trans. You know what I'm saying? My best friend is trans. You know what I'm saying? So my other friend Cheno is trans. So it's not. I don't have a hang up as far as dealing with. I'm working to start a news website in the next year or so called TS Obsessions. Obviously, that's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? And people that know me know that I'm not prejudiced or judgmental of anybody. Do I have my type? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that I think that's with anyone. So yeah, dating men. That's all I've done in the past 5 or 6 years.
But it's more than one type of masculine.
Excuse me.
You know what I'm saying? You have the macho man. You got you look at me. I dress masculine, but they soft as a pillow pet. You feel what I'm saying? So me personally,
Oh, that's what I thought I
I'm
heard.
not
Right?
soft as a pillow pet. I'm a pretty nigga. I know this. You know what I'm saying? So people look at me and they get the misconception that I might be soft or I might be gay because they've seen me walk a ball and they know I walk realness. They feel like they can. No, nigga. No,
Not happening.
not happening.
Well, I appreciate that, Cheno.
Yeah,
We keep getting just redirected.
because
From
they say
this
my
one right
masculinity
here.
is toxic. But why is that?
She keeps
Because what
she
what
thinks
you
she's slick.
exude, and I've known you
I'm an alpha male.
Exactly. And so
Period.
you're very aggressive in a lot of settings and very unapproachable.
That's only, you want to know why I'm unapproachable? Because Like I said, I am the melanin guy.
Mm.
So when I walk into a room, you can feel my aura.
Mhm.
I'm confident. I used to be insecure. Motherfuckers used to tell me I was ugly my whole motherfucking life. And when I look back on pictures, I say, damn, motherfucker, you was a bad bitch. If it was another one of me and we weren't related, I would fuck myself. Okay? That's just what it is. I'm confident. I look in the mirror every day and I see who I am. I've always seen it. You know, when I looked in the mirror, I didn't see the pigtails with the dress.
Mhm.
I saw a fine ass young man of color, and that's just what it is. So you're insecure within yourself. So when I walk in the room, I make you uncomfortable. That's the problem. But I'm the nigga that can help you. You know what I'm saying? So if there's something that you have questions about, or you know, something you're insecure about, you don't feel like you can work it out by yourself, I'm that nigga you can call and ask. I'm not like all these other trans men who want to hold secrets about what doctor they went to or what weight loss regimen. It's all about what works for you. You gotta figure out what works for you. I can help you. I probably ain't got all the answers, but I'm not gonna withhold information that'll help my brother out.
Just gonna be honest and tell them what they need to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Go
I'm
for
not that
advice.
type.
Get some good
Oh,
advice.
they act like hoes. You look like a man, but you're still a bitch. Let's be honest.
Oh well.
You look like a man and you're still a bitch. You're a messy bitch.
On that note, we're gonna take a short break because we're having a little bit of technical problems, but we're gonna take a break. You're tuned into Rockefeller's Radio, episode 6, Transsexuals versus Transgender. We are setting the record straight.
Yes,
We'll be right
for
back
sure.
after this. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Rockefeller's Radio. This is episode 6. We're talking about transsexual versus transgender, and we were definitely setting the record straight.
Yes, for sure.
So if any of you all have any questions, we were going to give out everybody's social media at the end of this broadcast, so where you can hit our guest up, or you can hit any of us up as well as the co-hosts, and go from there. But I want to get back to Miss Monet just a little bit because you didn't really answer our freaking question.
I did.
So moving forward, like, would you date? Well, I guess what is your preference? I'll make it easy for you. Then we'll jump on Dante. What's your preference?
I really don't have a preference.
Okay, so you don't have a preference.
You said masculine.
Masculine.
A preference is different than an attraction.
So
Attraction
what is your attraction? Since you said that.
That's what. Yeah.
I'm attracted to male, masculine presenting individuals.
Okay, so they can have one of those, or do they need to have all of those?
They can have one of those. I'm okay with it.
Okay, she's
You
so
can't
nice.
have your,
She's so nice.
you can't have your cake and eat it too. So I'll just take the cake.
You absolutely can. But I mean, it's my cake.
So you
Why
can
can't I eat
somebody
it?
That's poly and that's masculine.
I sure will.
Okay, interesting. Mr. Dante,
Sir.
have you ever dated a trans, or would you ever be interested in dating a trans? Sexual.
I'm actually
Come
first of
on.
all, no, because he threw me when he said the sexual part. Let me just, I just want to throw this out there because I work in public
Have you
health, and I do
dated,
not.
or would you date a transgender or transsexual?
Thank you. I refer to individuals who are of trans experience as transgender. I just want to throw it out there. I don't say the term transsexual because you're referring to them as like an individual who's being sexualized, and that's not the. So I don't say that word. I just want to throw it out there.
Did
Did he just try to throw me?
Yeah,
I
he did.
sound like
No,
you like
I just
coming for me.
I mean, no, because it's transsexual versus
He
transgender.
was,
Rocky Horror
he
Picture
was open
Show.
to
Right.
all.
Transsexual.
I mean, but again, that y'all can't fight the fact that the term is there. It's there. It's just like a motherfucker still call somebody gay. You don't put something out there and create a word to identify as, and then when someone says a term, you're getting your feelings about it.
Right.
I'm saying it because you said what you said.
No.
So it's like if I sit up and now we're gonna have to drag it out a little bit more because you done got me worked up. So
Right.
if I sit up and call, if I say up there, where my pills at? You sit up and call somebody, because and the problem is there's all these fucking labels, which is so aggravating to me. And then when a person says or identifies you as wrong, then you want to jump down their throat. But I'm not saying I love you dearly. But you gave a prime example. I said transsexual, transgender. You like, well, I don't want to do that because I have to identify, and I got to make sure. So it's like, okay, well, damn. Did I say something wrong?
No, I'm just okay. Check this out, Rock. Let me put it in a perspective.
Apologize to the man.
Let me put it in a perspective. So you can
I know
understand,
punk.
This is
What
transformative.
I'm gonna pull a bestie on your ass.
when we were younger, what did the old
across the bar?
what did the old people call
Step outside, motherfucker. It's cold, but we gonna go at it.
exactly? What did the old people? They use terminology like what? Bull, like Cheno said, bull dagger, fags,
Transexual.
these punks.
Profit mantra.
Right,
Carpet,
but
thank you.
But those words are used in a derogatory. Those words are used in a
What's the
derogatory
slurping
way,
and shit? What's going?
or in a derogatory way, or in a way of insulting. Nobody sits up and identifies themselves as a bulldog or a dyke. They identify themselves, especially when you gay, lesbian, now with the extra labels and stuff like that. Going back to the whole trans.
But how would you feel? What you call it? Our Neanderthal? cousins?
Neanderthal?
That's what.
Neanderthal.
How would you feel if one of them said, "Oh, these Negroes over here"? Oh, I didn't mean it like
But-
that.
but-
I just you all are Negroes, right?
But we know that when
Indigenous.
certain people, in the context of what they're saying, can be heard as an insult. That's just like if a white person sit up and say, "This Negro," how you gonna take that? Just because he didn't call you a nigger, you're not going to take that as you're going to take it as an insult because it's a white person saying it.
But I think
Not-
he was just letting you know that he preferred to use transgender
Listen,
over transsexual.
listen. Let me tell you something.
He dates transgender.
It's a grown ass man. I don't need y'all co-signer. He got good credit.
Okay, so listen. Okay, so
Nah, man.
so no.
My credit score.
Well,
He ain't gonna
listen,
help you, man.
listen. You know.
Listen, Linda.
I'm really crushed.
No, the thing is because that's in the past, individuals who are not aware and who were ignorant called trans individuals
you call me
trans.
ignorant.
No, I said in the
I'm
past.
playing.
Individuals.
Or you,
You
know,
know,
they
they
call
call-
nameless shit.
They called individuals who were of trans experience transsexuals, and they were incorrect in calling them transsexuals. And I'm not saying oh you wrong, you don't call them. I'm not saying. I'm just saying like the proper term to refer to an individual of trans experience would be to say transgender.
It's not what she said.
I understand.
That's not what she said.
And I wanted to chime in, but I so as an individual who I work at a for everybody to know, I work at an empowerment center for trans individuals, and so thank you. And part
Don't do that.
part of being an ally,
You
part
don't
of
deserve it right
and
now.
now
Just
he
playing.
say he's an ally, so
part of being an ally is allowing for individuals of trans experience to speak and not feel the need to jump in and give my testament. You have to allow them that space and that opportunity to speak for themselves. And I wanted to jump in to give my clarification and my, it's not even mine, but it's, the definition that I was taught through my work experience.
And see, that's the problem for me, is because, again, it's what you're taught. It's what you're taught.
I mean, we're taught everything from the time we're born in this world. We're taught.
And with me, I disagree with a lot of it because we're taught. It's a program. I like to fight the shit. You and I'm an Aquarius.
I agree.
You can tell me what the fuck you want to do. If I don't believe it, and that's how I feel, I'm not going with that.
But we were taught the term transsexual, which is incorrect.
I wasn't really taught that because that's not how I grew
You
up.
you learned it though, right? From somebody because
My
you're using
fucking
it.
best friend. That's how I learned about transsexuality. And which is the whole point of the conversation. I'm not shooting down what you're saying because what she said earlier rebuts what you just said.
I understand.
Because she broke down the difference between, in the beginning, what the difference in the first transgender, so did Cheno, transgender versus transsexual.
and there are some people who are
Coming from a trans woman.
understandable, and there are some people who are of trans experience who will refer to themselves as a derogatory term that I'm not going to say on this good mic here, but they refer to themselves as a tranny. I'm not going to say that, right?
a tranny.
Right. Now,
Thank you.
I get that.
And
I
they
get that.
say that, and a cisgender man will walk
They
up,
old school.
right?
Right.
And even some new school girls will say that.
That's what they like. So
But
that's
see,
what they are.
Now,
That's what
to
they
go
wanna be.
to go
You
what
feel
he's
me?
saying, I look at that as a term of disrespect.
Well, it is.
Because I say
Right.
somebody said tranny, like no, my
Because it
best
was
friend's
said
not a
out of
fucking.
hate.
And it's
My
just
best
like-
friend's not a fucking tranny.
The
She's a
term was made out
transsexual.
of hate.
And that's what
why
I'm
you
saying. So
wanna-
just because she called her own self transsexual does not mean that the rest of the world gets to address her as that.
So let's bounce that back.
We
Right.
refer to ourselves as niggas every day.
Right, but
we niggas, right?
Let's
I'm
ask.
indigenous.
Let's ask someone that is transsexual. When someone approaches you and they either they know or they don't know, and they question you about that, are you offended if someone identifies you as transsexual because you say it yourself? When someone asks, "How do you identify?" I'm transsexual because even when you reveal that information to someone that you may be falling for.
And I have to listen, get them on the phone. So we got a problem. We got a problem.
But I think part of the issue is, like you said, how we see ourselves. I'm okay with identify as a black trans woman.
Okay.
So whether it's transsexual,
I think transsexual is
That's
the part
fine.
identifying man or
But the
female.
tranny
So a
part,
trans
I'm not-
woman or a
I'm not
trans
doing
man.
that.
right?
That's just removing the sexual part. You're just putting in what you are.
Right.
Transsexual is
Tranny.
identifying for
They
both.
call
Yeah,
it-
and that's the
Even
thing.
when
We're,
guys have approached me in the past, they say, "Are you a transsexual?" Yeah.
Huh.
and that's why I said, because I work in the field in public health. The thing is that we want to take out the sexual part because we're not referring to this individual based on their sexual experience or sexual lived experience in the world. We're referring to them as their gender,
So
right?
let me ask you when you continue with that. Does it not fall into the repetitiveness and the circle, just going around doing the same thing the previous motherfucker did? Is changing the name or adding something else to identify yourself as.
Well, the thing is that people love to put
I'm
people
asking.
in boxes,
I'm
right?
asking.
People love to put people in boxes. And people
Yeah.
love to put themselves in
So
boxes.
why do we continue to do it?
I'm just saying, I think that if we as individuals in this world were just more open-minded to how people choose to identify themselves and just respect that, because even myself, I don't fit into anybody's boxes or categories.
Right.
And, so when people say, oh, he's black or he's gay or he's, okay, whatever. That's what you
That's
say.
what it is, yeah.
Th-
Fucking tranny.
that's, oh.
Listen,
It does.
I wish a motherfucker would, because I'm going to check you. Don't call me no fucking tranny.
Yeah, I've always thought that that's I think that
You
is
wasn't calling
definitely
me that
disrespectful.
until you saw me walk this ball, because you was like, oh my God, for real?
And that's why I draw a line. When you get disrespectful, but whatever you say, whatever you want to put me in a box, go right ahead. But once it gets disrespectful, then I gotta exactly.
I think that we can all agree is that we know that the terminology that people are going to choose to call identify within the scope of being respectful, but not with the intent to be disrespectful.
But this is the problem, though. It's even people. This is why I don't identify myself with the LGBT community. I'm listen. I support whatever. I used to growing up, but then when I saw we disrespect each other
Yeah,
more
absolutely.
than the cisgender people out in the world, and I have had motherfuckers who's supposed to be my best friend, my brother. You know what I'm saying? An oath, all that shit, disrespect me, and they're gay.
And they're gay. Yeah.
They're fag.
Yeah.
And you want to disrespect me, and I'm like, damn, nigga, what the fuck? You feel what I'm saying? And now it's different, and you got a greater respect because your child or somebody in your family has just revealed to you that they're transgender. So now the narrative changed. No, that's not the way the world works. That's not the way the fucking world works.
I actually like that. And what I want to do, Cheno, if we can, I actually want to bring that back around, and we're going to have a topic on that specifically.
I got you.
So
brother.
you're definitely going to have to make sure you're back on that, because that happens so much, and not even just within the community itself, just amongst, like, example,
Period.
Black people.
Yeah. Oh yes.
But we're gonna save that for another day. I'm telling y'all, we can go all fucking day. But we're gonna go ahead, take a quick break, really quick break, come back, close out, and then we're gonna call it. Rockefeller's Radio, episode 6, Transsexual versus Transgender. I think we've really set the record straight.
Yeah.
We'll be right back right after this. What's up? Welcome back to Rockefeller's Radio. We're getting ready to wrap things up for this episode. It's been wonderful, of course. We got to say special thanks to Mr. Cheno for joining us today.
Balenciaga.
Yes, all the way from Huntsville, Alabama. Born and raised in Chi-Town, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
of
okay.
course.
If you like, you want to give the people
Southside.
your Facebook, Instagram, how they can reach out to you.
Oh yeah, for sure. So as far as my Instagram,
It's long.
my Facebook is
Say
too.
it slowly.
So on my Facebook, you can reach me at Cheno, Cheno, Aga, AGA, Melanin God, Pulliam, Pulliam. That's my Facebook. And as far as my Instagram, it's champagne underscore poppy LSG underscore Pulliam on Instagram. You can follow me if you have any questions or you want to continue the conversation. I'm more than welcome to do that. And I just want to tell Rock Boy Nation, and everybody on the panel, thank you for having me. I really appreciate this opportunity to set the record straight.
Yeah.
And I definitely will be back if they want me to come back.
Oh, that was already discussed. We definitely be back.
I'm definitely down. This is a great platform, and I pray that other people tune in because things need to be discussed. It's trans informative, LGBT informative. You'll never know unless you ask. That's the issue.
Yep. That's true, though.
Yeah.
That's definitely true. Well, I'm very grateful and appreciative of you, Cheno, for joining us. So, like, it's good to have good people on and that dive into real talk and the conversation. Speaking of conversations, Dante, we need to have one about Acoma Alliance. You want to tell the people about it?
Oh yeah, so Acoma Alliance, right, was started in earlier this year by some amazing people. I'm one of those people, but I get there's two other amazing people. One of those other individuals, Deontay Parker, who unfortunately cannot be with us tonight, but
he's alive. He's just in another city.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
a whole nother state. So Acoma Alliance is a 501c3 grassroots organization that was created to be able to provide resources for communities of need, and more specifically for people of color and communities of need. And we created it with the core values of a human first and human always approach, along with staying centered in the community. As of right now, Acoma Alliance is in need for additional resources. So if you all can make some donations, please go to the acomaalliance.org, go over to the donate section and make a nice little contribution if you can. If you can also, you can go straight to pay.acomaalliance.org and also make a contribution that way.
That's wonderful. You spell Acoma Alliance, AKOMAALLIANCE.org.
That is correct.
All right. Make sure y'all visit acomaalliance.org. Be nice. Donate. No matter how much it is, the donation is appreciated. It all goes toward a great and wonderful cause. Once you get to showing your love to Acoma Alliance, you get all that good stuff done. You go over and get some great stuff done at roxboys.com. You take a little extra change. Sign up for roxboys.com. I got to represent Rockefellers Entertainment. Got some very, very hot and sexy boys. 2024 is going to be a great year. Got some great content. Last two boys that came in town, did a lot of work. I got a lot of good things that will be coming forward to roxboys.com for 2024. So be sure to visit roxboys.com. Show your love, roxboys.com. And we're going to have to close out, even though you can't see us. We are giving you the deuces.